Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Texas Longhorns entered this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Makes a grab and room to run. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run inside. It's Brown. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. To throw, Manning. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dante Moore. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throwing Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to ball his way in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Davison. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's more to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. Spins away. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. On the option. Now the toss. Finding some room. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. Third and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on fourth down to be able to go for it.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Ducks will come to the line to convert on fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially. They've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, third down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a one-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they...
Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Ducks in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground. It's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Manning, under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Arch Madness. Got a man. It's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Freeze. There you go.
Art's going to spin it again. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Now the Longhorns will call the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Avoids pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Moore unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Throwing more. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Kentucky looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. Turning it on. Nice move there. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Johnson. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. The sure hands, it's Townsend. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch is going to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Manning from the gun on third down. He fires to the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's Manning to throw. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Look out, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Across the 25. He's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got room to work. Could be an alley. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Power football with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore with the play fake. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds his tight end. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, Manning. Looking down the middle. A spectacular one-hand grab.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Manning. That's caught. It's Brown. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right?
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Manning from the gun on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Fourth down, Manning. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Looking for room, it's Smothers. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Dante Moore going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Again, it's Moore. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. Here's Moore to throw. Right down the middle. Got a wide open receiver. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Tight end now in motion. Moore, play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. The Ducks with the answer.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Buys a little extra time. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, it's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. They go play action with Manning. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
On the move, it's Smothers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Longhorns will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Back to the ground with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Third down from the gun, Manning. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looking really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.